A Kentucky security consultant says the video released by the FBI today will be a vital tool for law enforcement to find who took Nancy Guthrie. James Stevens of Source T Solutions tells WKYT he was happy that law enforcement in Arizona were able to finally track down the video.
WKYT's Jackson Plank talked to Stevens this evening, and he reports on how this will help and what you can do to stay safe yourself.
As investigators continue to search for Nancy Guthrie, Kentucky-based security consultant James Stevens is watching closely. He knows what investigators are up against because he's been on the other side.
Technology has, grown so much over the past few years, and multiple cases that we have worked over the years that I've been a part of, video surveillance was critical in solving the cases.
Stevens is a retired Kentucky State Police officer who's worked everything from hostage negotiations to bank robberies. He says video evidence, like the footage released by the FBI on Tuesday, contains vital information that can help law enforcement narrow their search.
Things like the jacket he's wearing, the tennis shoes he's wearing, the clothes he's wearing, the backpack, all those things, the mask. So it just builds in that evidentiary collection apparatus that we're looking for.
Stevens encourages everybody to get a home security camera. The footage, he says, could help solve a crime or even save a life.
If I had a family member that lived by themselves, or even a child that lives somewhere without me, then I would strongly encourage and even take care of myself to ensure that they have that protection in place.
Stevens also recommends keeping your home well lit, knowing your neighbors, and paying attention to what's happening around you.
The biggest that I tell people when it's dealing with personal security is it's exactly that, it's personal.
The search for Nancy Guthrie continues, and Stevens will keep doing what he does best, keeping people safe. In Lexington, Jackson Plank, WKYT.
Stevens says you don't need to buy a fancy video camera for your phone. He says a cheap one from the store will do as long as it has good video.